What's up? Welcome back to the dog hole.
Doug, where are the non-sponsored lies you promised?
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Well, final lie to see if you guys can get it correct. What is Doug's least favorite sponsorship? Out of legal concern, I will not do ones that I have done this year. What are some of the ones I did like the first year? There's like VRV, Verve, right? There's G Fuel, and then there's Raid Shadow Legends. What do you think is the sponsorship I like the least? Oh my god, I baited you so fucking hard. It was Verve! That sponsorship sucked. I mean, Raid Shadow Legends is fine.
Forget everything you know about mobile games. Get ready to raid.
Oh, it's dead. Okay, I really don't have to feel bad about talking shit about it. This was a streaming service that I was sponsored by, and the reason I liked it the least is because it was the most restrictive ad read I've ever gotten. I just literally had to read it word for word and not personalize it at all, which I think is like super boring. Whereas Raid Shadow Legends, at least there were a couple sentences that are like, now you can talk about this. I'm like, all right, that's fine. Also, Raid Shadow Legends allowed me to, you know, move to Washington and be more financially comfortable, which is nice. Verve was not really that. So it was like, the ones I enjoy the least are the ones where they're like, we want you to just literally say this script that we wrote that isn't authentic at all. And it's like, oh, that sucks. Like, nobody wins from that. Like, I clearly don't like it or enjoy it. Like, the audience clearly doesn't like it or enjoy it. So I'm not talking about the company. I'm just talking about the actual sponsorship I did. That was the most, to me, like the most obviously scripted one, even though a bunch of them sound scripted to some degree. Nowadays, I pretty much am only taking sponsorships where I just kind of get to do what I want. G Fuel was awesome as a sponsorship. Because they gave me no instruction. They're just like, do whatever you want. As long as you sell G Fuel, you're good. And I was like, fuck yeah. It was great.
Yo, what up, guys? Today, I just got a new care package from G Fuel. I asked them to send me my top 10 favorite G Fuel flavors. Strawberry shortcake, strawberry shortcake, strawberry shortcake. This is easily one of the top 10 flavors in all of G Fuel. Number 7, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Strawberry shortcake G Fuel. Top 10. Number 5, you probably guessed it, Super Smash Bros. Melee again. This is easily one of my top 10 G Fuel flavors. Number 4, my 4th favorite G Fuel flavor is an ostrich egg. Strawberry shortcake G Fuel. My 2nd favorite G Fuel flavor is Bush's black beans. My number 1 flavor of G Fuel is 3 more tubs of strawberry shortcake.
That to me is the indication of whether or not I like a sponsorship, is more like what the working relationship is with them. And despite what you might think, I don't hate any of the sponsorships that I've done. Raid Shadow Legends is perfectly fine. I'm not sponsored to say that. It's a perfectly fine game. Like, I think people just are annoyed because of the excessive marketing of it. Anyways, let's jam extremely loud music and beat Splunky. This is the challenge, to beat Splunky without killing a single thing. You're very naive if you think people's only problem with Raid is the ads. Yeah, maybe I am. But in my experience of playing the game, which I did do, I think it's perfectly fine and enjoyable. I had an enjoyable time playing it. And this might come as a shock, but I think it is fair to say that gamers exaggerate how bad things are very, very frequently. But if you personally hate it, that's totally fine. I respect that. Everything is either shit or the greatest. Yeah, there's just a lot more nuance to everything than people pretend there is on the internet.
I think one of the first streams I joined was the Sonic G Fuel stream. Worm bagged.
Yeah, I had a great time with G Fuel. I just stopped drinking caffeine. That was why I stopped doing G Fuel. I don't drink caffeine anymore.
Bugs out realer.
Except for, like, rare occasions. Why no caffeine? To work on my health. It seems to have helped me. Well, I don't know. I mean, the thing with caffeine is, like, if you just drink a shitload of caffeine every day, then it doesn't do anything, you know? Like, that just becomes what you need to function. It doesn't actually do anything anymore. Alright, I'll get the dog. So, like, now that I've been off of coffee for, like, a year and a half, or off of caffeine, it's like, my energy level is the same as when I was on a shitload of caffeine, because your body just gets used to it. Except when you're really addicted to caffeine, if you don't have coffee or caffeine or whatever, then you do feel bad. And so it's like, it's just downside, basically. Whereas now that I don't have caffeine regularly, if I do need more energy, like I drove, you know, when I drove from Seattle to Sacramento in one day, which was like a 14-hour drive. When I did that, I was like, okay, I'll have like half of a coffee or whatnot. And then it actually gives you energy. But being addicted to caffeine like I was is very stupid. Now, I love having a morning cup of coffee, and at this point, I don't even really notice the caffeine or the taste, but when I wake up knowing that I get a few minutes to enjoy my coffee and look outside before I have to actually start the day just brings me so much comfort to have that routine.
I like my man like I like my coffee, with shots of extra virgin olive oil.
That's it. That's all for today. Fuck no! Give me more coffee! I'm gonna build 12 houses tonight! And Tom Nook just smiled and said, nope, but we'll have more tomorrow.